What's up, y'all? Welcome back to your girl Lovely as She channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, please leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, please turn on that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. To all of my followers, I am so sorry I did not post anything last week. I was really under the weather. I was not feeling good. I didn't have any energy to post anything. I didn't have any energy to film. Like, I didn't even want to be on camera. I was ugly. I was ugly and I felt ugly. Okay. So that's just the truth. I just could not do it. So here I am this week. And as I promised, I'm going to keep you guys going with anxiety. My thing, you know. So that's what I want to talk about today, duh. But I really want to dive into talking about what anxiety is. And I know a lot of people may say, oh, well, we know what anxiety is. Yeah, that's fine. But there are some people who don't know what anxiety is. And I want to put a disclaimer out there. I am in no way, shape, or form a licensed professional. I'm not a licensed therapist or any of that. I educate myself, and therefore I am able to educate you all on what anxiety is and the different forms of anxiety. I also make sure I fact check and I get information from my own therapist and check in with her, and she gives me good, credible sources. So that's where I get my information from. So I don't want you all thinking that I'm I'm not licensed. No, I'm not. I'm just an advocate, and I am a social worker, but I'm more so just a mental health advocate, and I'm fighting this journey myself, you know. So a lot of it is based off of my experience and what I have experienced and what I've talked to my therapist about as far as these experiences. So I do know that it is definitely anxiety. But I wanted to put that out there so that we are clear and that everyone knows that I am not in no way, shape, or form a licensed professional. So let's get into it, y'all. Anxiety is, a lot of people don't know what anxiety is, and a lot of people do know what anxiety is or have a clue what it could be. Honestly, anxiety has a negative connotation to its name and a stigma, and honestly, anxiety is actually a healthy emotion. It's a response to stress, and it lets your body prepare and actually pay attention to you being in danger or something happening to you and your body. So it's actually a good and healthy emotion. I want to put that out there. It becomes a disorder when you are excessively worrying and when your thoughts are intrusive and they intrude into your everyday life. So that is basically what that's about. You know, when it becomes a disorder when, like, your everyday life is nothing but anxiety. Everything you think about, everything. It's just like intrusive thoughts, you know, excessive worrying, excessive anxiety. Yeah, so as I was saying, had to step off and feed the baby. So, you know, that's just mom life. Sometimes you got to press pause and take care of the babies. But anyway, so as I was saying, anxiety becomes a disorder when it is excessive worry, excessive anxiety, and it becomes intrusive and you cannot control it. It becomes hard to manage or control the thoughts and the worry. So for instance, some people, everybody, we all worry about our bills and our day-to-day living, job, personal life, and social life, different things like that. But when it's excessive and you can't seem to turn it off, like some things you're like, okay, I gotta worry about this bill, but when you can't turn it off and it's associated with different physical symptoms such as fatigue, edginess, irritability, unable to concentrate, inability to sit still, like you're restless, muscle tension, nausea, stomach tightness, and just like that butterfly sensation, headaches, chest pain, different things like that. Those are all associated with anxiety. And like I said, it's when it's very excessive, like excessive worry that the worst possible outcome is going to happen or something bad is going to happen, and you can't stop thinking about this thing. Like you cannot take your mind off of it, or you cannot switch to something else. And it doesn't have to be one specific thing. Like you can have anxiety about a lot of different things, like your health. You can have anxiety about your children. You can have anxiety about work. You can have anxiety about your home life. Like you can focus on a lot of different things, and these thoughts just continue to come and come and come. And it's like you can't turn it off, or you can't switch to something else easily. That's when it becomes a disorder. There are different types of disorders out there. There's generalized anxiety disorder. That is one that I struggle with. There's panic disorder. There's OCD. There's social anxiety disorder. There's separation anxiety disorder. There's agoraphobia. So those are just to name a few of the different disorders that are associated with anxiety. And they're huge, you know, and a lot of people don't know or realize that they have these different disorders, or, you know, that the things that they're feeling or going through are pretty much related to these particular disorders. So I wanted to be able to educate you all and let you know what you are dealing with, because a lot of times we don't know. We just think that, you know, we're going crazy, and you're not. And I want to be able to tell you that you're not going crazy. You can, you know, get this under control and manage it. Will it go away? I will not say that, but, you know, there are ways to manage it, and that's what I'm here for, you know, because I want to talk about my journey and just trying to manage and cope with anxiety, because there are times where I like really hone in on one particular thing, and I can hyper focus on that thing. Like for instance, me being sick last week, you know, that was the only focus. That was the only focus. So, you know, I was hyper focused on my symptoms and what I was feeling, and, you know, Googling things. Like I really had to say, I'm not Googling anything, because the more you Google, the more you're dying. I'm just going to say it. And that's actually health anxiety, just constantly focusing on, you know, your symptoms, and, you know, constantly Googling things, being paranoid, feeling like you have to get a consultation from your friend, the internet, your doctor, and just really not able to focus on anything else but the fact that your headache feels like a brain tumor. And it may not even be that, but we sometimes go to the extreme with things, and, you know, we're unable to control that. And, you know, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. But, you know, it doesn't mean that you're crazy or anything like that. Like I said, everybody put a negative connotation with anxiety, and anxiety is really not bad. It's just something that some people can control better than others. So yeah, so those are just to name a few of the disorders and some of the symptoms that you have. Some other symptoms that I have noticed is just brain fog, constantly in your phone, like trying to avoid different things that's going to trigger your anxiety. So one of the things I know that I do is like I'm constantly scrolling, because it's a mindless activity. I don't have to think about a lot, you know, because I can just scroll on social media and watch other people's lives and, you know, different things like that, or watching TV and just escaping the real world. Those are different you know, signs or symptoms of anxiety as well that we don't really pay attention to, but we should. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with getting a therapist to help you kind of sort things out for yourself and get a hold of it and manage your anxiety and be able to cope better with your anxiety instead of letting it control you and take over your life. There are ways that you can cope, and there are ways that you can manage. For me, I have a therapist. Big shout out to my therapist, Laura. I love you. You are the best. And she is definitely the best. She has been able to help me to kind of get through it. Not kind of, she's been helping me, you know, to get through it. And as I shared before, I do other things to kind of help manage my anxiety. Stay tuned for a video of that. I also, if you haven't already, check out my first video where I talked about anxiety leaving me temporarily paralyzed. That was really a thing. because I was under so much stress and my anxiety just kind of took over my body. And I don't want to ever be there ever again, which is why I am here, you know, sharing my story, sharing things that I go through, and also just spreading awareness about anxiety and the different types of anxiety and what the symptoms are and what to look out for as far as anxiety is concerned. So I hope this is helpful because, you know, I really, like I said, just want to help people. I want to help educate people on what mental health, period. If you want to hear something different in regards to anxiety or in regards to mental health, period, please reach out. You can follow my Instagram page. It's Lovely Is She. You can also join my Facebook support group, which is also, it's Lovely, that little swiggly sign, Is She. So you'll find me there, and I'll actually post it below in the comment section, where you can follow me and follow my journey as well. And different, as my Instagram, I put up educational tips and facts about anxiety and different types of anxiety. So stay tuned for my next video. I'm definitely excited about this journey. It's uncomfortable, it's scary at times. Sometimes for me, I think it's embarrassing. But I am willing to put it all out there, you know, just so that I can help other people, because y'all, we are not alone. And I had to realize that we are not in this alone, and we're not fighting this battle alone. So if you feel like you are alone, you are not alone. I am your friend. I am here to help you. I am here to walk you through if I can. So please, please, please know that you are not by yourself. Y'all be great.